just passed out. So I said, oh, I'll come on early, and then I'll come on in the afternoon, and who knows what tonight holds. Tomorrow we have ice skating early, so we'll see what happens with tonight. But at least I'm here now. I'll come back on again in the afternoon, and then I'm always available through email if anybody ever needs. Hi, Adonis. T-Vet for today. Oh, I see the crowns now. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan may make you feel relief, and then you have a wish that comes true. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. You may be feeling like life is moving forward and you're ready for it. You could be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Something nice may happen around the home. Moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. Listen to your intuition. Dee Dee for tomorrow. You may be feeling better, compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Could be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or maybe a Gemini. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Lay down the law, set boundaries. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to, and there's relief around life moving forward. Pretty good. Alessandra, me, and Esteban. Looks like things may be a little bit like, it could be, somebody may be emotionally disconnected with the Hermit, and there may be somebody else around the picture with the Three of Cups in reverse. It looks like it could be somewhat of like, things could be really good, and then there may be times where there's not all that much going on, or things are not as they appear. It's a little bit rocky, and I don't see all that much changing. Or it may just be simply that two people are not on the same page. One person may be more vested in the situation. The other person may be more inclined to explore opportunities. It looks a little out of balance. Jay, me and Brianna Aries. Me and Brianna Aries. Well, a disappointment should be healing and moving into the past, and while things look a little slow and steady wins the race, which is fine, there's communication either coming in or picking up, and you're probably going to see one another maybe before the end of this month. Listen to your intuition and don't be afraid to like say what you need, but I wouldn't try to force anything. Char, how does G see me now? May find you to be somebody who is well balanced, grounded, stable, strong, independent, courageous, and hardworking. Somebody with like a good sense of self-confidence and a loyal friend. Not bad, not bad. Alavi, love. You do have love coming in. Laying down the law, setting boundaries, or expressing your wants and needs may be helpful. It could be spending time with a Leo or a Sagittarius. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready, but you do have the world at your feet, and romance is heating up, possibly with a Scorpio. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Not bad. Dakota, General. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business, and you may be feeling a little bit more financially secure. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and with the Empress, you could have love and money coming in, or more of it. Maybe thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study, maybe spending time with a Leo. Aditya, should I continue teaching at school or pursue other studies? Okay, the cards can't make the decision for you, but right now it looks like the energy is more stable around continuing to teach, and opportunity for going back to school maybe at another point, but you really have to make that decision. That's up to you. Kriti for the next 48. For the next 48. You may reconnect with an old friend or someone you haven't seen in a while and a wish comes true. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan can make you feel relief. And the hard work you put into work, school, or business comes back to you. Listen to your intuition. Feeling ambitious to be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. You might be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business, and negativity is moving into the past. Beautiful goddess, when will Leo come back to our country? Maybe within the next 6 to 10 weeks. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to give timing when I don't know what the situation is around this person. But I would say if it's a quick trip, like a vacation, it may be 6 to 10 days. If it's something that they're doing, like studying abroad or visiting family, it may be 6 to 10 weeks. If they've actually moved out of the country for a certain reason, for school or business, it may be 6 to 10 months. Summer, love. When it comes to love, exploring your options could lead you to success. Don't settle for less than you want or deserve and explore your options. Slow and steady wins the race. I wouldn't suggest rushing into anything right now, but you may be spending time with a Scorpio or a Sagittarius. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and if you're feeling undecided, don't make any decisions until you're ready. But life is moving forward, so it may be new energy that's coming in. Katrina, Nathan's next actions towards me. Things look a little slow, so you may have like a long road ahead of you, and you may be feeling impatient. It looks like he's kind of disconnected with the Four of Cups. I would say there could be communication that comes in at some point, but things look very slow. And maybe even a little bit out of balance. And that may be why there's not much happening. Like there may be a lot of resistance around this situation. Oh, okay, Adonis, thanks. Vicky, I got an update. I've been booked and finally for the liver surgery. Excellent. Hopefully it all goes well with my scans. Oh my God, I'm glad it's not on your birthday. And then it's the lumpectomy. Okay, I don't think that that's going to be too bad. My grandmother had one. But good. Good luck with everything. T-Vet, I started a 7-day muscle recovery plan with my sister. Will there be progress or is it a waste of time? I think that there's going to be progress. Yeah, I do think that there's going to be progress. Hello, how does my Aunt Y view me? Things may be a little bit out of balance between the two of you. I don't know why. But she may find you as somebody who is intuitive, smart, a team player, somebody who is grounded and stable. There could be a little bit of, I don't know if it's like a little jealousy. Is she jealous of something? May find you to be smart, intelligent, hardworking, and successful. Lucinda, General for the week. For the week, you've got lay down the law, set boundaries, it'll serve you well. You may have a little more financial stability coming in. You have the world at your feet. Feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business, and feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Areas of your life that have been stuck or stagnant may now start to move forward. Lucinda, General for the week. You may have, oh, I did listen to it, didn't I? What am I? Using my marbles. Jasmine, is something romantic going to happen between Johnny the Cancer and I? I'm Libra. There is potential here. Is this a new connection? Because there's romance coming in around the new connection. If this is new, there is possibility. Yeah. If this person is someone that's been around, I don't think so, because it's new energy that romance is taking off with. Hello, my aunt and I are not close. I'm going to see her soon. Oh, okay. Okay. Aries Sun, next 24 hours. A disappointment or a heartache is beginning to heal and move into the past. And with the Empress, you've got love and money coming in, or more of it. Listen to your intuition and life begins to move forward. A wish may come true. You may be spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and you could have choices and options around social activity. Richie, next in love. A new journey may begin that could be quite successful, possibly with a Leo. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. You also may have water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer coming in, a new beginning on the horizon, and you've got a committed relationship if that's something that you're interested in. Listen to your intuition, explore your options, could lead you to success around love. Felicity, what are Nosey's current feelings about me? May find you to be like stable, grounded, secure, giving, compassionate, sincere, generous, charitable, a loyal friend. Pretty good. That time frame while meet a long-term partner. Maybe sometime between, I'm going to say between August and the end of the year. Starfall, general. Maybe paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan which can make you feel relief, and you've got perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. Feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Listen to your intuition. You may be spending time with water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. Life is moving forward towards greener pastures. You're not looking back on the past. You're going to leave the past in the past, and life will move forward. Anusha, Asta, ma'am, thoughts about me? She's the owner of the company that I've submitted the work that she gave me. Okay, let's see. I think she thinks pretty highly of you. She's got a lot of respect for you. May find you to be successful, smart, intelligent, grounded, stable, pleasant, nice, like a nice person, somebody who's practical and reliable. Pretty good. Pretty good. T-Bet, yesterday my cousin slipped up and said that she had a dinner party for her birthday. I was shocked because I didn't know anything about it. It's so weird. Why didn't she invite me? It's her way of controlling the situation. There must have been, okay, things are out of balance. Slow and steady wins the race. She's trying to control the situation, and there could be a little jealousy here. I don't know if there was somebody else that was attending that party that she was afraid that you would get more attention, or her way of controlling the situation was by not having you there because she was afraid if you were there how it would affect her. Totally selfish. Totally selfish. But you know what? I'm glad that she exposed herself. That's the thing with people. They expose themselves for who they are. So, there you go. Jasmine, is Nick Torres trying to hook me up with Johnny Cancer? I don't know. I have a feeling I'm right. Okay, let's see. That could be true. Yeah, that could be true. I think that he knows that you want to be in a relationship, and I think that this person is single and available. Phantom, may I have a reading on what's coming my way soon? Negativity is moving into the past, and you may have choices and options that come in around like social activity. Empress is bringing in love and money, or more of it. You could have some romance coming in and a wish come true. If you're already with someone, current relationship should be functioning well. If you're not with anyone, you have air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini around, perseverance, paying off. You also have a Leo, listen to your intuition. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Pretty good. AA. How did my boss think about the discussion that we had yesterday? I don't know why I feel like I didn't do well. I think that the conversation actually went okay because there's teamwork here. Feeling better compensated, better respected, or like things are growing, changing, and transforming. I feel like it may be that you don't feel like it went well just because you've been feeling kind of negative around work in general, and you might feel like you're not really getting anywhere or things are a little stagnant. But I think that the conversation or the situation was okay. I see the crown thing now too. Isn't it wild that like didn't have like how come we didn't see that yesterday? Everybody else did. Susie, what's coming in next for T the Capricorn and I haven't heard from him. You'll hear from him. Communication comes in, although it may be slow and it could kind of stress you out a little bit. You'll hear from him and you're probably going to see him. You may hear from him within the next 9 days or so, and you may see him before the end of the month. Tiva, it's so weird. All of my friends are so weird when it comes to me. They never want me around their other friends, which is crazy because I'm quiet, not trying to steal the show. It's their own like their own insecurities. Like you don't have to. It's you, your aura, and who you are, and they're jealous of that, and you can't change that. You can't fix that for somebody. Like you could literally sit in the corner. You could face the corner like a scared dog, or hide under the bed, and they're still intimidated by your presence because of who you are. It says so much more about them than it does you. You know, 100 years ago when I was in high school, I had a friend who had a friend that whenever there were guys, I didn't put this together for like a million years. Whenever there were guys around, that other friend used to get rid of me. Like if they were going to go meet up with guys, I couldn't come. And she always made it look like it was somebody else's fault. Like so-and-so doesn't want her. And I always thought, I'm like, oh, this person just probably doesn't like me. All right, I'm not really friends with them. It's not a big deal. And I would just go home. I mean, there were days where I would go over to my friend's house. This person would call and my friend would send me home. I'm not kidding. And I remember one time I walked home because I was just so embarrassed to like call my father and ask him to pick me up when he just dropped me off. So years go by, and the one girl who always, whenever she was around, I had to get lost. But there was also always guys around because she was dating one of the guys in this group, and I didn't put it together. She friends me on Facebook, and like she's private messaging me and talking to me about astrology. I did her chart, and I'm like, oh, it's so funny. I always thought she didn't like me. Turns out that it was the original girl. It was her that was trying to get rid of me. She just had a way of making it look like it was somebody else. And I was too naive to know anything about these types of people at the time. And I just thought, well, they just don't like me. That's how I took it. And, you know, what are you going to do? That's girls are mean. But there's an insecurity in them, and you can't even pinpoint it. You can't say, well, she's got the nicest ass or the best smile. Like, it has nothing to do with that. It's just like who you are, your energy, your aura, and they're lowering their vibration and frequency by living in that fear and that feeling rather than working on how to get out of it. So if you can, try not to let it bother you, because nobody can take what's yours. And if you're going to lose something to somebody else, you may as well just let it go, because it was never yours to begin with, you know? Liz, love for this weekend. Love looks like it's got potential to move forward this weekend with divine guidance and long-term potential. If you're already with someone, your current relationship should be functioning pretty well. If you're not with anyone, you could have a Gemini here. You may have a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Negativity moves into the past. Anxiety is moving into the past. Life is moving forward. Not bad. Not bad. Liz, general for today. Lay down the law, set boundaries if you feel like someone is overstepping, and you may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from. You may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, which could make you feel relieved. Anxiety is easing and moving into the past. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, and you also may be planning travel, possibly a road trip. You may also reconnect with an old friend or run into someone you haven't seen in a while. Oh, Tiva, you can't hang out with her? Or it's just that she's not around because she has her treatment? That's so sad. But you totally relate to this. It's terrible. But that jealousy only hurts the people that are feeling it. Hi, Mal. Hi, Zara. Right? I mean, it hurts us because of the way that we're being treated, but you don't want to spend time around that energy anyway. Because it's only going to bring us down. Nicole, general. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business and brings in happiness. With the magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. You could be spending time with a Cancer. You could have love blossoming. If you're already with someone, current relationships should be functioning well, and you could be planning a road trip or travel. You may have a Capricorn around or a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and you may be feeling a little bit more financially secure. Life is moving forward. Pretty good. Kimon, general for today. If you've recently had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it should resolve itself and move into the past. Listen to your intuition. You have a wish that comes true and a disappointment heals and moves into the past. You've got success coming in and you've got cause for celebration coming in. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and money comes in, finances improve. You have, you may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Sean, good morning. General, Sean, general. You're no longer holding yourself back and life is moving forward. You may be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Lay down the law, set boundaries, it'll serve you well. New beginnings are on the horizon that lead to success. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You could be planning travel. You also could have good news around a new job or business opportunity coming in. Lucky, general. Life comes into balance and you may have a Libra around. Negativity is moving into the past. You could be planning travel, feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to, maybe feeling a little bit more financially secure. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities, listen to your intuition, and life moves forward. B, what do you see for me in the next 24? Success around work, school, or business. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan is possible. Money is coming in and you'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or receive good news. Maybe spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Maybe spending time with a Libra. XXX, when do you see me meeting my next partner? Could be sometime between now and the end of this year, possibly around Halloween. Like maybe around the end of October, early November sort of time frame. And it may be Air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or possibly a Virgo. Romance heats up and life moves forward. You also have a Libra. You have a Libra, an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, a Scorpio, and maybe a Virgo. Let's see what happens. New love. Does S think I have problems getting along with people since it happened the way it did with the latest school I was in? No, not maybe a little bit, but they're not giving you the whole blame. No, no. Adrian, some person got injury on the job. If I get a job, will I get injury on the job? I don't see injury on the immediate horizon, but I can't say that it would never happen because people do get injured. So, like, I can't tell you, I can't guarantee that you will never get injured, but I don't see one on the immediate horizon. Sharon, the janitor came Tuesday, changing caulking around the shower windowsill, turned off the water in the whole building, and then later when I took the trash out, I saw a pipe by the dumpster. Is there more to that? I don't see anymore, so let me just take a look into it. I think that the problem may be taken care of. Yeah. Yeah, I think the problem may be taken care of. I would try not to worry about it now. It's so funny that I'm going to say that too, but meanwhile, you have no idea how much I've had shit like that. Fuck me up for years. I still have trauma over it, so I totally understand what you're going through. Amen for the rest of the week with O. Amen for the rest of the week with O. Things look a little slow. You got the Knight of Pentacles, and there may be mild anxiety around the situation, but expressing your wants and needs around the situation may be helpful. Listen to your intuition and don't be afraid to stand your ground. Mary, General. You have money coming in, finances may be improving, you have the world at your feet, and a new journey begins. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. You could be planning travel, possibly a road trip. Life is moving forward towards greener pastures, and a wish comes true. Not bad. Kanchan, Father said that he'll give me more money if I keep some money with him. Do you see it coming? As he said that he doesn't need it now, but if he needs it, he will say it to me. What do you see? I think he'll give you the money if you need it, yeah. KK, General. Listen to your intuition. You have the world at your feet. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan can make you feel relief. A new journey may begin, maybe spending time with a Virgo. Money comes in, finances improve. You may be feeling like you may have a creative project or creative hobby that you may be working on. Listen to your intuition. Slow and steady wins the race, but life is moving forward successfully towards greener pastures. Sunya, what is coming in the future for me? If you've recently had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it should resolve itself and move into the past. You're no longer holding yourself back. A wish is coming true. A disappointment or a heartache is healing, and the hard work that you put into work, school, or business comes back to you. You got a little bit of good luck coming in and negativity moving into the past. Pretty good. Lockster, is the Nutrafol job offer a scam? I think it is. Did you get this through text message? Yeah, I'm not convinced that there's a real job offer there. I would be very careful with that situation. Emily, near future for Jane and me. Well, you got communication coming in, and through perseverance and teamwork, situation should be moving forward towards greener pastures. You've got communication coming in. Communication could be picking up, and you may be spending time together sometime before the end of this month. Expressing your wants and needs around the situation may be helpful. Yeah, expressing your wants and needs around the situation may be helpful. Tibet, I can't pinpoint it, but it's something she doesn't want me to find out. Did she make up some lies and was scared that I would find out? Or did she have some kind of a fling with someone that I used to date? I think it's more about lies. I think that she lies about things and she's afraid that you're going to get caught, that she's going to get caught. And I think that that also may tie into how she dropped the bomb on herself yesterday. You know, it's like she's not good at lying, or she doesn't. Well, liars are always going to get caught because the truth never changes. So you don't have to remember what you said because the truth is the truth. But yeah, she's afraid she's going to get busted. I don't specifically see her as having had a fling with somebody you were connected to, but I mean, I guess it's possible, but I don't see that. Amy for the next 48 hours with Sunny. With you and Sunny, things look like they're out of balance. And the Lovers is in reverse, which could be a problem. So it really depends where the two of you are in your relationship, because there could be issues around this connection. Like two people that are not on the same page. Six of Pentacles in reverse would be somebody may be trying to control or dominate the other person, or make something happen that's not happening organically. It's not flowing easily. And the Lovers in reverse could be a problem if you're in a committed relationship with this person. So it really depends where you guys are in your relationship. Bernard, good morning. How are you? I'm okay. We're all okay. Thank you. I hope you are too. Magician's Heart, snap for Takis, feelings for me in your future. May find you to be overall a nice person, somebody who is grounded and stable, but they're feeling a little overwhelmed or burdened by the situation. I don't know what your relationship is like or where you are, but they're kind of pulling back, or they're slowing things down. They may feel like they need some space. Vicky, general for tomorrow. Teamwork is favored, and the disappointment is healing and moving into the past. Maybe spending time with the water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Something nice may happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. A disappointment may heal and move into the past, and you could have choices and options around social activity. Bernard, general reading. Love coming my way. Well, you're making decisions that could lead you to a committed relationship if that's something that you're looking for. There could be an earth sign around, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You also may have earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, but you may also have a Libra, possibly a Cancer. Exploring your options around love leads to success. There also may be a Gemini here. Exploring your options will lead you to success around love. Oh, Mary, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Mega love. When it comes to love, feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to, but you might need to cut away people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Anything that's broken or dysfunctional needs to move into the past, and that will... Like making that decision could lead you to a committed relationship. And it may be with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Tamana, career reading, jobless from the last 3 years, applying here and there, but no progress. You should find something maybe before the end of the year. Exploring your horizons could lead to success. Teamwork is favored. Teamwork could be finding a recruiter or somebody who could help you get a job. That's what I would see if you could do that. D for today. D for today. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Money comes in. Although it may be slow and steady, wins the race. Finances could be improving. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, and happiness comes in around life moving forward. You may be planning travel. Not bad. KK, next in love. Next in love. Life changes for you for the better quickly when you cut away people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Anything that's been stuck and stagnant needs to move into the past in order for life to change. And then there's relief around life moving forward. If you're feeling undecided, don't make any decisions until you're ready, but you have a Scorpio and a Virgo coming in, and new beginnings on the horizon that could lead you to success. You do have commitment coming in if that's what you're looking for, and if you're not with anyone right now. Headed towards the 10 Cups being full, exploring your options leads you to success. Not bad, not bad. T-Bet, she lies a lot. She doesn't want me to find out whatever it is she told a friend. Yeah. I don't understand liars. I'll never understand liars. Unfortunately, I have to deal with a lot of them. But it's like, why are you lying? Like, you're going to get caught. I feel like that's where Avery really tests my patience. Like, I guess she lies if she thinks I'm going to get mad about something. And I don't really usually get very mad. Like, But don't fucking lie to me. It makes me crazy. It makes me crazy. John, what is the Cancer that I work with planning behind my back? I don't see her planning anything behind your back. She may be, I mean, she may talk about you. I don't know exactly specifically what she says. There may be gossip or chatter, but I don't think that she has anything planned or that she has any power to do anything. Is the Sag I work with going to come towards me? Yes, I do think so. There is opportunity for more to come around that connection. $555. I got my car payment. I forgot my car payment was due tomorrow. Will I be able to get it on the due date extended, or is it best to just pay it tomorrow? I'm tired of bills too. If you have the money, I would just pay it tomorrow. If you don't have the money, I would call them, because I think, I mean, I could be wrong, but I thought that you had 10 days grace to pay a car loan. I may be wrong. So the cards indicate if you have the money, pay it now. But if you want to see if you can extend it a little, I would call them and ask, hey, do I have a grace period if I pay it, next Friday? Eminem, love for Taurus. Taurus is a little slow with the Hangman, but they have negativity moving into the past, and they may be kind of like content with the way things are. If they're with someone, their current relationship may be functioning well. If they're not with anyone, they have Earth coming in, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. They also have Water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But if they're feeling undecided about something, they should not make any decisions until they're ready. Oh, new love. She thinks, I mean, look, nobody is 100% wrong. So if you're having problems with people, like, it works both ways. But she doesn't blame you 100%. It's not like it's because of you that you don't get along with anyone. It's like it's got to, it takes two to tango. Like, do you remember, I don't know if you were ever here, when I was talking about my relationship with my boyfriend Tom years ago. We got to this place where, to make a very long story short, there came a time in his life where he wanted to go into Brooklyn and hang out with his old friends. And I was fine with that, but what he was doing is he would go in on Friday, and then he would say to me, I'll be home on Saturday to spend time with you. He'd go in on Friday, and then he'd come up with an excuse, and he wouldn't come home Saturday. And we would fight about this, and this went on and on and on. And I, instead of just saying to him, look, this isn't working. You're not coming home. You don't want to spend time with me. You're over it. Just go with your friends. I was trying to make it work. I was, okay, well, spend Friday with me. They leave Saturday morning. You could stay. I was trying to, like, bend over backwards to make it easiest for him so that I could maintain the relationship when it just wasn't working. And my fault in that was I should have just said to him, this isn't working. Go do your thing. So that's where it's like, what he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do or what he was promising, but it was falling on me that I was the one that was still expecting something to change, and I was still participating in it. So that's how this reads. It's like, you're not at fault, but you're not solely to blame. It's not like, well, you're hard to get along with. There's more than one person that's involved in this situation. Now, there are people, okay, like highly narcissistic people that are controlling, that will go out and find people that are enabling, people like me, enabling and people pleasing, and they take control over them and they get them to do what they want. And there could be fights. I mean, I'm not saying that, but they'll get what they want through the manipulation tactics. That's not what this is. This isn't that. This isn't you're not getting along with these people, and it's falling on both, whoever the people are. Brenda, what's coming in today? You may have a new job or business opportunity come in and the disappointment heals. The hard work you put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. And you may be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Success is coming in around work, school, or business. Areas of your life that have been stagnant should now start to move forward. Dr. Sony, General. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, but life is moving forward and you're ready for it. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Disappointments heal and move into the past. You could have romance heating up with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. An old wound heals and moves into the past. Maybe spending time with an Aries. Listen to your intuition. Shraddha, can I have messages from Spirit? King of Water, trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. Open your mind and your heart to those around you. Trustworthy, heartfelt advice, charity work. The Chariot, Archangel Metatron, an important achievement, self-discipline, willpower, public recognition. Two of Earth, too much going on at once, the need to make a decision, consider a more playful approach. Macy, General, for the rest of the week. You may have a new job or business opportunity coming in, or a new beginning of some type that makes you feel relieved. Success is coming in around work, school, or business. Maybe spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. Teamwork is favored this week, and negativity moves into the past. You may be planning like travel, possibly a road trip. Not bad. Oh, no problem, new love. Divinely broken. I'm not sure what you're asking. Oh, are they meant? No, nobody is meant to be. Look, I don't do this divine masculine bullshit. I think that that's exactly what I think it is. It's bullshit. It's going to send you down a dark rabbit hole. If you believe in this twin flame bullshit, you have to find somebody else to read for you, because I'm not going to send you to chase after someone who's not putting in any effort. I just won't do that. I think that that's toxic. So you have to go ask somebody else, because you'll be miserable for your whole life chasing around what's not working, believing that it's meant to be, and that's a terrible thing to do to someone. Big Cleo, does NCT as a romantic interest or only as a fan? As a fan. This person, yeah, it looks like a fan, or somebody who's following somebody, like an influencer or a personality of some type. Yes, I could do, divinely, I can do 72 hours, sure. Listen to your intuition. Anything that's been like you may be feeling like things are stuck or stagnant, or like not that much is moving forward, and that could make you feel like burdened or weighed down. The solution to a problem is in front of you. You'll figure it out before the end of the 72 hours. You may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Listen to your intuition, and you may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. A disappointment heals and moves into the past, and you may reconnect with an old friend or someone you haven't seen in a while. You have a wish that comes true around life moving forward, and you're no longer holding yourself back. Not bad. Not bad. Anthony, will Pete Company offer me a job? What do you see? I still didn't hear back from them. Thing is that there is still potential here. Yeah, it's possible. There's potential here. So let's see what happens. Michelle, general for August. Negativity is moving into the past, especially around money. You have money coming in. Now, Nine of Pentacles is usually money that's flowing to you through business or work, but whatever it is, it's positive. You might be planning travel. You could be spending time with a Sagittarius or a Taurus, maybe even a Gemini. Your luck changes for the better quickly. Listen to your intuition and take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. There also may be opportunity for group activity, like going out with a group of friends or spending time with a group of family. Virta, general. May reconnect with an old friend or someone that you haven't seen in a while. You also may be feeling like working on a creative project or creative hobby is possible, and you have you'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You have the world at your feet. You've got feeling better, compensated, better respected around work, school, or business coming in. A disappointment or a heartache is healing. Life is coming into balance. Did I do Shraddha for the spirit guides, or was that somebody else? I know I did spirit cards. I don't remember who it was for. Less pitches for the next 72 hours. You've got choices and options around social activity coming in, and you may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan that could make you feel relief. Listen to your intuition. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and with the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Maybe spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. The DOG is sitting up like an old man, like up, like in front of the TV, with his eyes. Oh, he knew I was talking about him. He looked over. You falling asleep? Sitting up? You tired? Gotta see the look he's giving me. Bacon, general for Monday. Bacon, general for Monday. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and feel undecided about something. Don't make any decisions until you're ready. You could have a wish that comes true. The hard work that you put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. A new journey may be beginning. Ask Lila, general reading. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past, and if you recently had an argument or a disagreement with someone, don't be afraid to, it'll like resolve itself and move into the past, and don't be afraid to like speak your mind, but let it go kind of a thing, you know, say what you need to say and let it go, because it's going to move into the past. Maybe feeling better, grounded and stable around finances, and you might be thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. Teamwork is favored with the Magician. You have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Disappointments heal and move into the past. A new journey begins. Life is moving forward towards greener pastures. Pretty good. Pretty good. Shah, love reading. You have a wish that comes true around love moving forward when you disconnect from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. So if there's anything that's broken, dysfunctional, if there's any third parties involved in it, make sure that whoever you're involved with, you're on the same page and there's no one else around, because it will lead to disappointment. Exploring new options leads to success, and there may be a water sign coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Letting go of what's not working helps new doors open. Maggie, me and T, Scorpio for the next 2 months. Things look a little slow, but there's communication here. Now, Knight of Cups is in reverse, which can be a problem if this is a romantic connection. It could be like loss of interest or moodiness, disappointment, that kind of stuff. If it's not a romantic connection, it's still moodiness, or like not really getting along. It's not that you wouldn't be getting along, but it just may be that two people are not on the same page. One person may be less interested than the other, that kind of a thing. Being clear about your wants and needs may be helpful around this connection over the next couple of months. Migu for the next 24. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Disappointment heals. You've got, you may be feeling like you have choices and options that come in around social activity. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Listening to your intuition, a wish comes true. Maybe spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. Not bad. Anthony, I don't know why it takes so long to pick company. I feel like it just takes a very long time in general with companies. Like when I went for my full-time job, like I was literally hired at the interview. He's like, I'll offer you the job now. And I was like, all right, I'll take it. But like my brother, when he was looking for a job, which was right before COVID, he went on 5 interviews with this one company. 5. Like, what do you need from me? My family tree, my blood type? What do you need from me? Like, I'm an accountant. You need an accountant? Here I am. Like, what the hell? I don't know why they do it. I can't imagine. God help me. I hope I never have to do that. Go back to like a full-time job like that. I'm not against getting a part-time job, which I might need to because things are getting really tough. But like part-time, like working at Bath and Body Works or something like that, where I don't have to like go for 18 interviews, because I can't imagine the stress in that. So my heart goes out for anybody that's in that situation. Anyhow. Lee, how does Diamond the Cancer feel about me, a female that is not my friend? Well, there may be a little bit of jealousy here. This person may find you to be smart and intelligent. They also may find you to be like intuitive, or like somebody who can't be like taken for a fool kind of a thing. Maybe street smart or credible, like intuitive, that kind of a thing. May find you to be attractive and maybe a little threatened by you. Yeah, I don't know if you picked up that vibe, but Stacy for today. For today, you may reconnect with an old friend or someone you haven't seen in a while, and you might be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Something nice could happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home, whatever it is, you'll be positive. Life is coming into balance and moving forward, and you're ready for it. Listen to your intuition. Big Cleo, does NCH as a romantic interest or a fan? Oh, didn't I do that one? Or is that a different, this is a different one. I think he sees this person as a fan too. Is this person like a public figure? Because the way that this is reading is like, yeah, it's like they have a fan base. Like a fan base, or somebody who has got a big presence. Like somebody who everybody may be looking to like get a piece of, kind of a thing. Could kind of blow up this person's ego too. Rookie, can I possibly find a job in London soon? It's possible, maybe between now and the end of the year. Butterfly wants the blue cards. Justice, Archangel Raguel, fair and just decisions, do what you know is right, stand up for your beliefs. Four of Earth, being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. King of Water, trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. Open up your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy, heartfelt advice, charity work. Anthony, funny thing is, the candidate who they thought would stay in their company just as long quit after a few months. That always happens. Shit like that always happens because you can't prevent something from happening. You know, like you can interview somebody. I have a friend, right? We're not friends anymore, but I had a friend who had no specific education. Like he graduated high school, but then after that, he wound up going into all these different programs. I remember at one point he got some kind of it was like a benefit through the state to go to school for communications. Of course he fucked it up, yeah, which drives me crazy because he got the funding for it. Somebody else didn't. Somebody else who actually would have completed the program. And then he was offered like an internship at one of these big radio stations in New York City, but he had to be there at 4 o'clock in the morning and he wasn't going to do that. Oh, excuse me. I used to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to teach fucking yoga. But I did what I had to do, but he wouldn't. Now, so he never finished anything. And he was always getting hired for like jobs where he was making really good money, like to start off. And we were talking years ago. He would start off like 50 grand. And he was not educated, not a whole, but he knew how to give an interview. And my opinion, this is just my opinion, the resistance around the situation, I believe, was never strong because he never wanted the job. I think he wanted to interview for jobs, but he never wanted to be hired because I don't believe he wanted to work. There was nothing wrong with him. He just didn't want to work. And he would always get the job because he didn't want it. There was like no desperation. Whereas me, when I was looking for a job and I was pregnant and I needed a job, the stress that I had was outrageous and I couldn't get anything. So you can't, like, you don't know, you know, it's just like how they say, you don't know somebody until you live with them. You're not going to know how the person is until you work with them. I mean, they could put on a great act and they could have great contacts. What do you think? They're going to put somebody down who's not going to give them a good reference? I mean, that's stupid. I mean, I wouldn't personally give somebody a reference if I didn't believe in them. But I haven't had that many people ask. Like, one of the kids I worked with at the grocery store, he was an amazing kid. I gave him, somebody called for him. And then my friend when she was becoming a cop. But she was my friend and I knew her for years. And there was no reason to not give her a good reference. But, I mean, just craziness. Yeah, anyway. Stupid. Just drives people nuts and prolongs things. Hello? Yes. 9:45? What time? Oh, I'll be there. I will be there at 9:15. No problem. Yes, you too. Thank you. Bye-bye. Just confirming an appointment I have. What is he doing these days? You want to know what he's doing? Nothing. He's doing nothing. I don't know why you would want to be somebody who does nothing. I mean, I haven't spoken to him in years, so maybe something has changed, but he made a full-time job out of trying to get disability. There's nothing wrong with him. He just didn't want to work. Every time he had a job, there was a problem. Like, he didn't like the uniform he had to wear, or it was too early, or it was too late, or he didn't have weekends off. I mean, join the fucking club. I mean, who are you? So I don't think he does anything. And he pretty much destroyed all the relationships in his life because he became very toxic. But he wasn't like that when I first met him, or at least I never seen it for years. I mean, I really liked him. He's one of the funniest people that I ever met. And I really liked him as a person, as a friend. If you needed him, he'd be there in a heartbeat. But he just has this weird side to him that just kind of destroys things. So, like, I could, like, call him at any moment. And he used to say to me, I have nothing to do. I can be anywhere in this county in 15 minutes. You tell me where you need me to be. And I would crack up because it was hysterical. But he had a sense of entitlement, and he didn't think that he had to do anything that he didn't want to do. But as a friend, I mean, if he would be there. But then he started pulling a lot of this shit, like playing the victim. And what was really bothered me was it was his birthday, and he had nothing to do. Or he told me he had nothing to do, and I offered to go to the pool with him, and then he kept me hanging on the line. Like, he was like, never answered me back and gave me a bullshit story about how he was sick, he had diarrhea. And then the next thing I knew, he was like at the shore with his mom, which is fine. You want to go with your mom, that's fine. But you were playing it to me that you had nothing to do, and I was feeling sorry for you. And then you kept me hanging all day, and you really were somewhere else. Like, it's, you know, I understand that people suck. Trust me when I say it. But I was willing to do something with him for his birthday, and then he had brought up something about wanting to go to a concert, and it was somebody who I never even knew he was a fan of. But had he asked me, I would have gone with him. I mean, this is like long before Avery was born. I could have gone in a heartbeat, but he didn't ask, and then he was upset that he wasn't going. And it's like, well, why wouldn't you say anything? But, you know, kind of like ties into the whole victim thing. Like, I'm not going to be able to do what I want because I don't have anyone. But meanwhile, I was right there. I would have went. Anyway, it's just, it doesn't matter. Stacy for tomorrow. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Listen to your intuition, and life moves forward. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. You may be paying off a bill of debt or a loan, and you may be feeling a little more financially secure. Lee, how does Q the Taurus feel about me? May have a lot of respect for you. May find you to be somebody who is grounded and stable, smart, intelligent. Like fair, balanced, kind-hearted, a loyal friend, sincere, pretty good. It does. Ironically, he made his life much harder. I know, isn't that? It's almost like he purposely self-sabotaged himself to punish himself. And I understand that because at that time, I had done something and he pointed it out to me, and he was 100% right. So I used to teach Pilates class on Monday night. And then after that class was a Vinyasa flow class. And I wouldn't eat before Pilates because it's really, you just don't want a full belly if you're doing Pilates. And I used to like to demonstrate that class. So I went to work, I taught the class, and when I came out, I was starving. And of course, the teacher who taught after me, who always called in sick last minute, and you weren't supposed to do that, but she did it anyway, and she always got away with it. The manager was like, she's not coming in, can you stay? And I could have, and what I should have said was, no, I have to go home. But instead, I stayed. I made myself a victim of the situation, and then I was so mad when I got home, I didn't even eat dinner, I went right to bed. So my friend, when I told him the story, he was like, so you punished yourself, you taught the class you didn't want to teach, you didn't eat, and you went to bed. You did it to yourself. And he was right. So of course that happened with that same teacher all the time. And finally, like, I was like heavily pregnant, and I came out of the tried doing Pilates. I came out of the Pilates class, and the manager was like, "Guess who's not coming in?" And I was like, she's like, she's like, "I'll cancel the class." And I was like, "Cancel it. I can't do it. I just can't." But like, this is what I'm saying. Like, there are people that look out for themselves, and then there are people that are people pleasers like me, and then there is making yourself a victim of the situation, which is what I've done. And so that's why I'm very cautious moving forward that I don't do that. I'm not the victim of the situation. I can figure it out. I'm going to do what's best for me. I mean, at the same time, a lot of the times when I taught for her, it was like I needed the money anyway. So for me to say no, I was already there. I was already in wet clothes. It's only an hour. Is it going to kill me? No. But I became a crutch for her when she just didn't want to come to work. And that was the part that I felt like I was being taken advantage of, and I was allowing it. Anyway, let me just shut my mouth and continue here, okay? Elizabeth, General. You have a wish that comes true around work, school, or business, and you may be spending time with an Aquarius or Capricorn. Feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. There may be relief that comes in around life moving forward. The solution to a problem is in front of you. You'll figure it out before the end of the month. Iman, is it in my best interest to move to the condo? Okay, the decision is yours. It's a free will thing, but the energy around the condo is very positive. So I'm going to say that it may be beneficial to move to that condo, yeah. Cosmic, why is Alyssa being weird with me about her not telling what job she's applying to at GS? Is it because she mentioned once that she was applying to the same jobs as me? Will she end up leaving soon? She could leave before the end of this year. Yeah, that's possible. But yeah, I feel like she doesn't want to make it like a competition, and she doesn't want, like, she just feels like it's best to like not tell anybody what she's doing. Like, she's holding her cards close to her chest. Emily, today and tomorrow at Soha. Seems to be distance between the two of you, and there may be lack of communication, and things are a little slow. Listen to your intuition, and expressing your wants and needs may be helpful. I would say there could be, there may be, yeah, it might not be anything of significance, and you might be feeling like there's something off in the situation. Lee, Diamond the Cancer posted Jordan the Gemini on Facebook saying that she wanted her family back when we got into it. What was her purpose of doing that? Does she really want him back to make her boyfriend mad? I think it's both. I think she does want to make the boyfriend mad. I think that she also does want him back. I think it's a control thing. And I don't know what your relationship is like with him, but she's doing it to, like, she's letting you know. She's letting you know. That's why it's on Facebook. I mean, you don't put that on Facebook. Like, why are you putting that on Facebook? Like, I want my family back. Like, why are you airing dirty laundry on Facebook? Go fix your relationship with your husband or whoever he is. Like, you don't put it on Facebook. Like, Facebook is for the public. Lee, how did Jordan the Gemini feel about Diamond the Cancer posting that does he want her back? Well, he would go back with her, but this guy is not committing to anyone. This guy is, his ego is eating up all this. There is no higher ego boost than two women fighting over a man. And that's what he's loving it. He's lapping it up. So yeah, he loves that. And unfortunately, people fighting over him, like, but he's not. He'll go back with her, but then he would still be with you, and he would be with other people too, because he's feeding his ego. He's not building a loving, stable relationship with anybody. So this is like, if I would remove myself from this situation, that would be my best advice to you. But you know, it's your choice. You have to do what you feel is best. Zara, does Abdul have feelings about me as he says? Is this person involved with somebody else? Because there's somebody else around this picture. Does he have feelings? I think he's attracted to you and finds you to be attractive. Is he in love with you and coming forward? And I would be very careful, because you've got the hangman here. You've got deception here. I'm going to say this to everybody. Don't get involved with somebody that's involved with somebody else. It's always a disaster. I don't know if that's true, but that's what the cards are showing. There's somebody else around the situation, and he's, you know, he may want to hang out and hook up, but is he making any changes? Is he coming forward with commitment? I don't see that. I don't see that. And I would watch out with the devil being there. Of course, the devil doesn't always have to be cheating. It could be somebody who has a substance abuse problem, or somebody who is just a liar, but something around the situation is, yeah, is inauthentic with that devil there. Beautiful one for today. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Could be spending time with an Aries, maybe even an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Life's moving forward and you're ready for it. A wish comes true. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Sarah, J, Aquarius, feelings for A, Aries, their current situation. Do you think that they're interested in A, Aries romantically? I think they could be interested. That's possible. They may find this Aries to be attractive, kind, caring, sincere, down to earth, compassionate, pleasant to be around, emotionally stable. Yeah, there is potential there, I would say. Lolly for the next 48. You have a wish that comes true. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Life begins to move forward. You're feeling undecided about something or someone. Don't make any decisions until you're ready, but the hard work you put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. Mihak, general. You have money coming in, finances are improving, a disappointment heals and moves into the past. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Something may happen that makes you happy with the sun, listening to your intuition. You could be planning travel to water, by water, or around water. Rip Hand Deep, general. Maybe feeling better, compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Old wounds heal and move into the past. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Life moves forward towards greener pastures. Maybe spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But if you're feeling undecided about something or someone, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Maggie and S. Lila, I've answered for. Emily, I answered for. Is there anyone here I haven't answered for? Rocky. Anthony, at last I knew, he did not do anything for a living. Lives with his mom, which is fine. I mean, it's okay to live with your mom, but you want to do something? Like my other friend, like we would see somebody, I don't know if they have this where you guys live, but here when a store goes out of business, they have somebody holding a sign outside the store, like on the highway or the street, saying going out of business. And I passed by with one of my friends, and my friend was like, couldn't he get a job doing that? Is that too hard? And I'm like, I know, like he won't do anything. Like, do something. Do something. Do a YouTube channel. Do a blogging. Do something. Fucking do something. Be useful. Nope. Everybody has a skill. Everybody has a skill. Some people like to cook. Some people, my sister-in-law is very organized. She's very good with cleaning and organizing. I see channels about cleaning and organizing. Doesn't have to be anything crazy, but you could teach somebody how to make pancakes. I watch recipes all the time. I mean, there is something that you can do to be a productive person. His choice is not to do that. Cosmic, do I have a higher chance over internal candidates, including Alyssa, on getting the product coordinator job at GS? I think you do. I think you do. Essence, general for August and September. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Slow and steady wins the race. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan may make you feel relief, and you could be spending time with the fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Productive is not being productive. He can success if open interview class. Oh, he could give success in interviewing. Oh, absolutely. And he is a smart person. He's not stupid by any stretch of the imagination. He's creative. He's smart. He's got a hysterical personality that he could just do comedy. So, yeah, it's just a shame. It's a shame. But you know what? People grow and change. Maybe he'll grow out of it. I don't know. Maybe he'll grow out of it. Or maybe he has grown out of it. Like I said, it's probably been about 10 years since I've spoken to him. Elizabeth, love for August. Exploring your options could lead to success. You may have water here, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Choices and options around romance. You could also have a Virgo. Life moves forward towards greener pastures when you cut away people, places, and things that no longer serve you and explore your options. You do have commitment coming in. I don't know when, because it's like a little bit down the line. It may not be in the month of August, maybe before the end of the year. But things could be moving forward, possibly with fire as well, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Bella, how did my job interview go today? I think it went well. You have growth, change, and transformation that could be leading you to more money coming in, happiness, and the 10 cups being full. So let's see what happens with that. He's productive and not being productive, that's for sure. I believe he liked to cook too. And I feel like that's such a great skill that you could use for a YouTube channel. I mean, there's a man not that far from here that my brother and sister-in-law used to order from. The man worked out of his own home. He didn't get up in the morning and go anywhere. He would make, he probably still does it, he would have like a menu. Like Monday was meatloaf, Tuesday was chicken, whatever. And he would make a big tray, like you would get at a catering, you know, like you ordered catering food, like chicken franchise, whatever. And people would order it from him. He would make it in his home, and they would come by and pick it up and take it home so they didn't have to cook. And it was reasonably priced. He worked from his home. He made the same meal. So all day he was just making meatloaf. He can't do that. Like, you can do something. You can do something. If you think out of the box, you can come up with something. I mean, there was somebody else who was making breakfast stuff out of their home. I can't remember who that was, but it was like, it was only like bagels, eggs, that kind of stuff in the morning to a certain hour, and then when it was done, it was done. But it was every morning, Monday through Friday. Can't do that? Can't work from 7 to 9? What the hell? Rocky E. General. Got old wounds and bullshit healing and moving into the past. You're leaving the past in the past and life's moving forward. Excellent. A wish is coming true. Empress is bringing in love and money or more of it. Maybe spending time with a Leo. Negativity moves into the past. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. You have growth, change, and transformation coming in and around life, and money comes in, finances improve. Martisha, weekend ahead, it's my class reunion. I'm supposed to see MW Aquarius. Oh, good. Should be a good time. You've got compassionate, sincere energy around the 10 cups being full, feeling happy and content. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Oh, how was the cruise? Excellent, excellent. Macy, I answered for. Davey, what does Tara want me to know? Disappointments heal and move into the past, and you'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. You may be working or investing time into side business, side projects, side hustle. Let him know the subscribers want to know. Raymond, what's coming in for love for me? You have new beginnings on the horizon. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and a wish comes true. Disappointments heal and move into the past. You may be spending time with... You've got a Virgo and an Aquarius coming in, but it also shows that you could have choices and options. Being clear about what you want when it comes to love could make a wish come true, and you may feel relief around it, like life moving forward. Pretty good, pretty good. Bella, my chance of getting to round 2 and 3 for the job. You got a good chance. About a 70% chance you'll make it to both. Cookie, will it take a long time for CBS work from home job to reach out? Could take a couple of weeks, like maybe you'll hear from them sometime in August. Oh, good, Martisha, you deserve it. You deserve it. Anybody else here I haven't answered for yet? Jasmine, is my brother Matthew going to get his refund from the IRS, or will they reject it? He's been waiting forever. He's going to end up getting it. It might take time. I don't know if he has to do something or if something needs to be changed or corrected, but he winds up getting it, yeah. Bellie's thoughts and feelings after hearing my audio reading for her. Good. So she may feel like it was done very well, like she has a lot of respect for it, or it feels like it was done well. May feel like there was a lot of information. It was generous. It was clear. May have heard something that she didn't like. There's a little feeling negative or bad about something, but you know what? That's part of it. And may feel like it was very helpful, even though she may have heard something that she's not thrilled with. Adonis, B's intentions towards me at the moment for the rest of July. Right now, for communication to come in or pick up, and there may be a little bit of romance coming in. A or romance may be heating up between now and then. May feel relief around romance and a wish comes true around things moving forward. So let's see what happens. Is there anyone here I haven't answered for yet? Lioness, my husband and I are trying to reconcile, but our daughters are not willing to talk to him. How do I manage this? Will they repair their relationship? I would let it go. I wouldn't try to force anything. So whatever it is, that they're upset or angry about, there's nothing that you can do to make them forgive him or make them see him in another way. I would leave it alone. If you're trying to reconcile with him, that's your business, but you can't fix how they feel. And however they feel, they're entitled to those feelings. And just trying to put a band-aid over and pretend everything is okay is not going to be helpful. I would just leave it alone, because otherwise it's going to be quite a disaster. And right now I don't see repair. The Tower is here. It doesn't mean at some point you guys can't get past it, but for right now I would respect their wishes and just leave them alone. Jasmine, the one about the IRS, I did. If there was another one, I skipped it. Then send it with a purple heart. Oh, Teresa, I didn't do. Can you tell me who was the fake friend going back telling my ex-mama aunts big lies on me? You have a friend that was a Virgo? An earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, but Virgo comes up the strongest. Jasmine, I did it. I said he's going to get it. It's just going to take time. Something may need to be fixed or done, or he may need to submit something. There's another step that might need to happen, but he ends up getting it. Hazel, me and G, the Leo. There's indecision around the situation, so it depends where you guys are in your relationship. There's indecision and imbalance. Communicating your wants and needs around the situation may be helpful, but you might be kind of feeling as if you're getting limited success, or he's distracted, or there's not all that much that's happening here. It doesn't look like the two of you are on the same page. You may want to have a conversation about it. You're welcome. Is there anyone else you haven't answered for? Otherwise, I'll wrap it up and I'll come back on later. I'm not sure what time, but it's going to be earlier. So it will either be around 2 or 2:30, or it may be around 8 when we get back from ice skating, but it's not going to be late tonight. Alrighty, I will wrap it up and I'll see you guys later. Thank you all very much for being here this morning. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.